Hello, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to put together the three cards as the instructions show for the paper pumpkin kit, for the August paper pumpkin kit. But what I did is in the last video I showed what came in the paper pumpkin kit, and I actually cut everything apart. So this is one piece of the card base. This green, let's see right here. I've already attached it to the card, but this is one piece. I cut it by, let me see, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, so that it could fit on a card base. So for the first card, I kind of got excited and glued a bunch of stuff. You're going to take this piece and you're going to glue it to the green card base and then attach it to the card base. Now the instructions show to add these glue pieces. I'm actually going to go ahead and just use my regular glue to glue this down. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna make sure I have that on, and I kind of prepped these wrong, so now I'm going to switch this, get this on the card base, and then we'll add the other elements to the card. Okay, so for this specific card, the piece that we will need is we'll need one of these punch outs here and two bees. There's a bee and there's a bee. We're going to go ahead and stamp on this with the soft suede that comes in the kit. You can do it like this. I tend to like to just flip it over and do it like this. And then we're going to stamp on this. And this greeting says, for a one-of-a-kind friend. Okay, so there's that. Clean this off really quick. Now, okay, so we're going to flip this and the two bees over, and I'm going to use some tweezers to apply this. We're going to grab two dimensionals for the greeting, and these are the mini dimensionals that they sent, because we're going to put some on the bee, and I'm going to angle it so that the corner, because it's where a point is right there in the wings. These are cut like an octagon. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach our greeting. There we go. And then go ahead and remove the release papers from the dimensionals on the bees. And I'm going to use my tweezers to attach it. So I'm going to put one right about here. And then this other one, we will put, I got a bee going. Oh, nope, that is going the right direction. I'll put one right about there. And there's that card. So that card is finished. Other than the inside, if you want to put an inside greeting or some decoration, which we'll probably do at the end because I have some modifications. All right, so the next card we're gonna do is this one. I love this picture so much. Okay, so what we're gonna need for this is one of these honeycomb pieces that came, the vellum honeycomb pieces. We are going to need a purple strip, this piece, and 2 more bees. So there's 1 bee, and here is the other bee. So for this, we're going to go ahead and stamp the greeting. There it is. And this one says, wishing you so much happiness. And again, we're going to do that with this soft suede that came in the kit. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and stamp on that. And just give it a second so that the ink soaks into the paper. Take that off. That's all the stamping we need for this card. I need a card base for that. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we are gonna use these. Use my take a pick tool, my little spatula I have on the end. We are gonna put 2 of these kind of in the center on the honeycomb. Just put it on lightly, otherwise it'll stick to your surface. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off. And just kind of place this, there we go. Just place this, something like that. Now, really quick, I'm going to segue from this because I need some more card bases. I didn't cut those. Grab my cutter really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna cut. First, we're gonna score because I want it. We're gonna score at. I use it upside down, so okay. We're gonna score at 4 1/4. And then flip it around, and on the 11-inch side, we're going to cut at 5 1/2. Well, this is not the orientation I want. I do want this orientation, but so we're going to do the opposite to get the orientation I want. We're going to score at 5 1/2 and cut at 4 1/4. And I'm using thick basic white cardstock. It's just stronger for my card bases. I prefer that. Okay, this is the orientation I want for this card. Okay, so it'll open like that. Just gonna go ahead and crease that. Okay, so now that we have that, all right, now we can finish this. So what we're gonna do is on this purple piece here, we're gonna get 2 more of these pieces that came in the kit, these glue dots. Put 1 on each end. And then we're gonna go ahead and put that on here. And let's see, we're gonna put it Probably right about there. If you lay it lightly, you can still move it a little bit. So I kind of want to make sure it's straight. Yeah, that's good right there. Then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. On your sentiment. And the same thing for the bees. So we're going to flip these over and add some more to that. And again, the point into the wings. That way they're not easily seen. Okay, we're going to go ahead and remove this and add our greeting. And again, if you place it lightly, you can pick it up and make sure it's straight, centered where you want it. There we go. Do the same thing for the bees. And we're going to put this bee right about there. And then this bee is going to go right about there. And then we'll put this on the card front. Now I'm just doing straight without another color back. I think those are pretty just the way they are. You can cut this down a little bit more and mat it, and then have it the white card base behind the mat. But I prefer just to do this for these. Okay, and there is card number 2. All right, so there's card number 2. So now the third and final card we're going to do for this video, put this in. This is another one. The back was just the watercolor without this. This is this orientation. So like I said, I cut that. Now we've got a little bit more stamping. You are going to need one of these honeycomb, vellum honeycomb pieces for that. You'll need this label, the flower cutout, this background, and 2 more bees. We got 1 bee that way and 1 bee that way. They face in different directions. Okay, get that out of my way. Now for this, I'm going to go ahead and place some of these just so that I can have them out of the way. Again, we're going to put a couple more pieces of these glue dots on this honeycomb piece. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and place that on the card front. Okay, so we're going to kind of put this so it goes kind of like that. Now this flower piece, we're going to put some more of these on the back. And put 3 of these glue dot pieces on here. Go ahead and remove the release paper. And then we're going to go ahead and place that right about there. Looks good. Okay. Now we need to do some stamping. We could just go ahead and prep these and get our dimensionals on there. We will need them on there. I could have a whole bag of these bees. They are so cute. Okay, those bees are ready. So we got these two to stamp on right here. So for this one here, we're going to stamp the sunflower. Now the kit did come with a crushed curry, but I already have a full pad, so I'm just going to use that to stamp our sunflower. And it is a little bit smaller, which makes it kind of nice for this. It doesn't really matter kind of how you stamp it. The flowers are still going to go in the general. Where they should go. So it is a little bit smaller in a stamp, so you have to flip it over and get that off. So there's the sunflower image. And then the center we're going to stamp with the soft suede. Okay. We're going to go ahead and stamp that in the center. And then the final greeting, right here, we're going to stamp thank you. And that's going to be in the soft suede. The cardboard that comes in the kit you can use to practice to make sure you have a good stamp. You can also use it to stamp on if you don't have like foam for the photopolymer stamps. Seems to work good. Okay, so there's our thank you sentiment. Now we're going to go ahead and attach some more. On the back of this, we're going to attach 2 dimensionals. And then on the back of this, let's see, where do I want this to go? Probably like that. We're going to flip that and put 2 on this end, and then we're going to grab a glue dot and put 1 over here because this is going to sit on this. Okay, so now we're going to bring this back in and assemble. So we're going to put our thank you. Now, if you didn't cut these up and you just want, and you did get it, and you do just want to use them as a card base, you would just fold this and decorate the front. So for this, we're going to go ahead and put thank you right about there. Make sure it's straight. And then we're going to remove the release paper from the back of the sunflower. Okay, we know that the 2 dimensionals go back this way. So we're just going to set this. Just like that. And then we're going to do our bees. And I'm prepping for the alternative cards from the pieces that I've cut up. So that should be coming very soon. And then this, whoops. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and take this and attach this to our card front. Alright, so there is our 3rd card. So the 3 cards we made for this video. Here we go. And this one. This is such a beautiful paper pumpkin set. You know, it's a good way to build your stamp. and ink supply, and it does leave, when you get done, usually you end up with a little bit left of dimensionals and some of these that come with it. You'll end up with more if you use glue, but you don't have to. The kit comes with enough to make the cards as directed with the supplies that they provide. All right, so thank you for joining me, and stay tuned. I will be doing some more videos on some alternative cards from this kit. Thank you.